Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit and all of us who are on this journey who are in a twin flame soul to soul connection. And I channel letters from people's twins and their higher selves to help them. I also do healings and readings, and so I tap into the energy and I see everything like a movie, and songs come through and basically get you the messages that you need to help you stay on track, and to let go of things that you need to let go of. And so somebody has asked for me to read letter 108 from the books, so I am going to read letter 108 because that is the one that wants to come through. And then also I'm going to pull a energy for the day card from the Starman tarot deck to help us, again, navigate these energies. So it is letter 108. You are the one and only woman that has touched my heart and soul. No one else has come even close. I realised that my life was just a game until I met you. You have given meaning to my life. You are the air in my lungs, the blood in my veins, the life in me. I am so excited to have our life together. To do things, everyday things, to hold your hand, kiss your forehead, wake up with you in the morning, call you up to see if you're having a good day, to take care of you, cherish you, love you with every part of me. I want to be with you. I want to love you. I want to be with you all the time, every day, every night, until the end of time. I love you. Okay, so I want to do all of those everyday things with you because life with you, everything is wonderful, right? That feeling of just being together is just so amazing. So letter 108 from book 2 is, I love, adore, worship the ground that you walk on. I believe, truly believe in my heart of hearts that you know beyond all doubt that we are going to come back together. I know that this is imprinted in our souls, imprinted on our hearts. It's just our minds that try to rationalise it, but they can't. Our minds have no idea the state of ecstatic bliss our bodies and souls are going to feel and be celebrating in every single second of every day for the rest of our lives. This is our destiny. Destiny awaits. I love that. We're going to be celebrating in our bodies and our souls. So leave the mind stuff out, or get the mind in line with the heart. That's the thing. It's about being able to control the crazy fears and doubts and have them aligned to the heart and aligned to your intuition. So finally, letter 108 from book 3. I'm absolutely mad about you, to the point that I actually feel like I'm going mad. Thoughts of you in my head all the time. There's just no room for anything else. I'm going over and over things in my head. How is all this going to happen? How am I going to get back to you? I know what I want. There is no question that I want you. I need you. I need our love in my life. You are my way home to me, and I didn't know until I met you that I was lost, but I was. I don't want to be lost anymore. I want to find my way home to you. Aww. I have a book which is The Lost Boy, which happens to be by my twin's name, and it always just it's one of those books I always see in the corner of my eye. And it's just that little reminder to say, we're just all trying to find our way back. And so that's why it's important to be compassionate on the journey and just realise that we all go at our own pace and we're all doing the best we can. And there's no, just remember that they're on their own journey as well, and so you're doing it together in spirit. That's the big thing to remember. It is teamwork making this dream work, and we're all pulling this spiritual divine love down into the physical. And so we're collectively doing that. And that's an amazing, amazing, amazing thing. So what is the energy for today? And it is, what is it? It's the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is a bit of, so fives are always, can be quite challenging, right? Because it's always five is a bit of change. And so I'm going to read the description from the book, because if you look, he's getting sort of like fire shot at him. But he's being able to be the spiritual warrior no matter what, right? He's got that strong stance. It's like the yoga pose. So, I am alert and sharp to all challenges and conflicts. Well, there you go. In the tarot, fives typically represent conflict or disharmony. The dire earthbound situation in the Five of Pentacles, the watery misery of the Five of Cups, and the tragic atmospheric conflict with the Five of Swords. At first glance, it would seem we are witnessing another tale of destruction with a dramatic conflagration of fighters presented in the Five of Wands. However, we can see no blood, no injuries or death, despite the fiery wands flying like lightsabers in all directions. The theatrical, over-exaggerated gestures and the strange, carnivalesque masks invite us to take a closer look at the action. Tremendous leaps, kicks and punches, wands thrown as light javelins, demonstrate immense physical prowess, athleticism and skill, a youthful bravado, even celebratory, a display of potential lethality. Ritualized enactments of conflict, mainly between young men, exist in many cultures around the world. For example, on the island of Lombok, Indonesia, armed with long rattan sticks and rectangular light wooden shields, the fighters attack each other under the watchful eye of a referee, accompanied by the metallic timbre of traditional gamelan music. Using a multitude of elaborate gesticulations, often theatrical and comical, they lash out at their opponents with wide-eyed ferocity. As well as its historical associations and popularity at ceremonies, the stick fight, named Parisian, also serves to ask God for rain for the imminent season of planting, empowering an ancient belief that the more blood that was spilled, the more rain would follow. The use of ritualized forms of antagonistic behavior or tests of strength allows for the integration of our natural aggression. We are introduced to some of the harsh realities of life, the battle and struggle for limited resources, or some of the fierce competition of procreation. However, Mother Nature is appeased by the bloodshed and restitution for man's dishonour, disrespect and neglect of her. Balance is restored. The gift of blood, thanking her for her bounteous generosity in supporting the villagers' lives. So too, in the animal kingdom, the strutting, the striking and biting, the flashing of ridiculously grand plums, horns or claws, allows the battle of dominance to take place as a staged display. Unlike humans, actual physical fighting to the blood with the same species is rare because the evolutionary cost is simply too high. The Five of Wands invites you to consider where you can test your ideas and your mental, metal and physical skills in an arena of goodwill and healthy competition. The ultra-competitive, technologically advanced world we live in also requires to test and hone our skills before venturing into real-world business ventures or situations where the risk of losing is potentially costly. It is vital to test our skills in the simulation environments that allow us to learn, grow and perfect our game. This is an integral part of problem solving, remaining calm and being adaptive in volatile and unpredictable markets and niches. There is great power in ritual, in acknowledging the fragile balance of life, and so honouring your own life and those of your future sparring partners, your competitors, who will make you stronger. Wow. So everything that I was just saying about, that teamwork in spirit, making you stronger, pulling you forward, even though it can feel like you're in a battle, because you're battling through life. Some days you're like skipping along. Some days it's cool. Some days it's hard. You know, that is the reality of life, right? But that's when you realize that you're competitive. Your twin spirit is always pushing you forward. It's always bringing the most competitive out of you, because it's wanting to make you be the best that you can be. And that's why it can feel really challenging. So the Five of Wands, competitive nature, locked in a battle of wits. Keep a rigid structure and test your ideas. So today it's all about pushing forward, right? This is the it's the twin flame battle. You know, yesterday it was this overwhelming feeling of love. Today it's the two sides of the coin, right? Today it's the second side. It is the battle that keeps you pushing through. Keeps you pushing through to see the fears and doubts that come up. So, powerful message today. It is that. And yesterday I watched a film, and it was, there was something really significant, that basically these two have been friends in university for a long time. And she said to him, and he was clearly completely besotted in love with her. And she knew it as well. But he'd never asked her out. And she said to her that they were at a party, and she said to him, why have you never asked me out? And he said, because I'm waiting. And he said to her, because I'm waiting for the right time, because with you, I know that will be the end for life. You will be the only one that I want to be with. You'll be the only one that I want to spend my nights with and wake up with in the morning. You'll be the only one. And so I need to make that is the most important moment of my life, when I ask you to be mine. And so I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that right moment. And it just was so, you know, it just really rang home and really rang true. And in the credits, the first name that came up was Godfrey. Now, Godfrey, this is quite funny. You know, the twin telepathy thing? Well, quite a long time, a few years ago, me and my twin, we were together, and we were having a drink, and he was telling me about his uncle, and for some reason I said, oh, don't tell me your uncle's name's Godfrey. And he kind of almost dropped his drink, because he looked at me and he was like, yeah, it is Godfrey. And I was like, oh, shut up, stop, you know, you're just saying that. And he was like, no, really, it's Godfrey. How did you know that? Because, of course, Godfrey is such a bizarre name, not common at all. But now looking at it, you know, the symbology between that name, God and free. So when you really believe in God and the bigger plan and the ascension of the planet and all of that, then you really do have freedom on this journey. And so the fact that that was the first name that came up, it was just so symbolic of just remembering, of course, you are the biggest deal to them, which is why they want to make it right. And if they're waiting for that right time, then all we have to do is really believe in the bigger picture, and really believe and have faith and trust in the divine plan coming together. And that is what gives you the freedom to move out of the Five of Wands and to move back into love. All right, well, I hope that helps, and have a great day. All right, take care. Bye.